The capital is buzzing with news that will shake the core of the entire franchise. Are you ready for what's coming? The long-awaited homecoming could finally become a reality. And believe me when I say it's no ordinary return. It's one that tugs at the heartstrings of someone at the very top of the organization. Meanwhile, a sixth-round hidden gem might be the revelation no one saw coming. Analysts are talking, and I've got all the info on this explosive athlete who's catching attention for reasons that might surprise you. And to round off this bombshell news, a devastating injury might bring back a franchise legend. Yes, you heard it right. An all-pro could be donning burgundy and gold once again after years away. The offensive line is in crisis, and solutions might come from the past. Stay until the end, because these news stories will define the future of our franchise. Hit like and subscribe now to not miss out on any detail about the Commanders. The dream of every Washington Commanders fan is finally coming true. Josh Harris, team owner, isn't just leading the much-anticipated return to the historic RFK Stadium site. He's fulfilling his own childhood dream. Let me tell you something. This isn't just a business move. It's an emotional return to our roots. Harris revealed something spine-tingling in an interview with Brett Baer on Fox News Channel. I remember walking down East Capitol Street, being an 8-year-old and feeling the stadium literally move. Can you imagine that level of personal connection? I'm telling you, this is what makes this project unlike any other stadium development in the NFL. The investment is monumental. $2.7 billion for a complex that goes far beyond a simple stadium. Only 15% of the 200-acre site will be for the stadium itself. The rest will be a complete community with thousands of housing units, 35% affordable, as well as restaurants, bars, parks, and recreational areas. So, I ask you, is this not exactly the kind of project Washington, D.C. deserves? I believe it is, and the numbers back it up. Harris mentioned the creation of thousands of jobs and billions in tax revenue. The plan is to begin construction in 2027 and open the stadium by 2030. And what about the team name? Many fans are still debating reviving the old name, but Harris was very clear. We're moving forward with the name Commanders. We're excited about it and not looking back. However, and this is important, he also hinted that the new stadium's name will get as close as possible to our heritage. You know what else struck me? Despite Harris also owning the Philadelphia 76ers, the New Jersey Devils, and even a Premier League team, he admitted that nothing compares to leading the Commanders. I grew up here. Seeing it is special. And boy, is it, for fans in D.C. That feeling is mutual. The Commanders aren't just returning to RFK, they're coming home. And I'm telling you this return will mark a new golden era for our franchise. Who would have thought our hidden draft gem could come from the 6th round? Kane Medrano, a linebacker out of UCLA, has been named the Commanders' rookie to watch in the draft class according to Pro Football Focus. I ask you, is it possible to find a diamond in the rough so late in the draft? Of course it is, and Medrano could be that special find. Mason Cameron, a PFF writer, didn't hold back praise for this prospect, highlighting that he has a build more akin to a strong safety than a traditional linebacker. But here's what's interesting. Medrano is an elite athlete with outstanding speed and explosiveness. When you analyze his athletic metrics, you see why scouts were impressed. He has the kind of lateral speed and coverage ability that few linebackers possess in today's NFL. Now, it's not all roses. Cameron also pointed out legitimate concerns. His struggles as a tackler will be an issue, with his 20.7% missed tackle rate ranking in the lowest percentile. I think this is a crucial point that could determine whether Medrano establishes himself as a regular player or just a situational specialist. His path to a roster spot. According to analysts, his ability to match up against tight ends in man coverage could be his ticket to staying. But, and this is important, it will also heavily depend on his impact on special teams. I'm telling you this, Let's keep an eye on the rookie minicamp happening later this month. That's where Medrano will have his first real chance to prove the Commanders were right in drafting him. Can he overcome his tackling deficiencies and capitalize on his extraordinary athletic traits? Time will tell, but the expectations are there. What do you think? Will Medrano be the next great draft steal for the Commanders, or just another name we'll forget in a couple of years? The Washington Commanders' offensive line will face a huge challenge this season. Our star right guard Sam Cosmi suffered an anterior cruciate ligament tear in the divisional round against the Detroit Lions, and the news isn't good. He's expected to miss most, if not all, of the 2025 season. In light of this crisis, a familiar name has emerged as a potential solution: Brandon Scherff. Yes, that Brandon Scherff, the 5-time Pro Bowler who was a cornerstone of our offensive line for 7 seasons. I ask you, wouldn't it be poetic to see Scherff return to Washington to help us in this time of need? Sterling Z from Pro Football Network thinks exactly that, suggesting Scherff would be the perfect solution while Cosmi recovers. Let's analyze this objectively. Scherff was selected 5th overall by Washington and fulfilled all expectations, becoming an All-Pro and providing stability to our interior line during some of the franchise's toughest years. Sadly, like many high-level players under previous regimes, he left at the first opportunity. He signed a lucrative contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he had some good moments, but never reached the level he showed in Washington. Now, Scherff finds himself without a team after the Jaguars decided not to renew his contract. And here's the stat that really impresses me. Scherff didn't allow a single sack during the entire 2024 season. Isn't that exactly the kind of protection we need for our star quarterback Jayden Daniels? Adam Peters has proven he won't stop at anything to enhance competition and find improvements. Signing Scherff could lead to Brandon Coleman and Nick Allegretti competing for the left guard spot, especially after the Commanders picked Josh Connolly Jr. with the 29th draft pick. I think keeping Daniels protected in the pocket is crucial to our aspirations this season. And while the price would have to be right, bringing Scherff back makes all the sense in the world. Could Scherff be interested in returning? If he does, he'll be astonished by how unrecognizable the atmosphere is compared to what he left behind. This is a completely revamped organization with a winning culture and a bright future ahead. So now I ask you, loyal followers, should Peters make the call and bring Scherff back home? This season promises to be monumental for the Washington Commanders. The return to the historic RFK site isn't just a change of location, it's a return to our deepest roots. Do you think this move will mark the beginning of a new dynasty in DC? I'm convinced it will. Kane Medrano has all the physical tools to become a surprise, but his tackling shortcomings are concerning. Can he overcome this hurdle and become a regular contributor? Time will tell, but his athletic ability is undeniable. And about Brandon Scherff, wouldn't it be perfect to see a franchise legend return to help us protect Jayden Daniels while Sam Cosmi heals? I think it's the exact kind of move that could elevate our chances this season. If you love the Commanders as much as I do, this is your channel to stay informed about every team move. Hit like on this video, subscribe now, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Leave your opinion in the comments. Which of these news items do you think will have the biggest impact on the franchise's future? We read ALL comments and respond to the most interesting questions in our next video. And remember, hail to the Redskins!